Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Chalk Talk with T.O. Today we're going to go over the horrendous defensive play of the Dallas Cowboys. And it's clear Eberflus needs to be fired. And like I said in my very first video, I was very wrong about Schottenheimer as a head coach and a play caller. And I was very wrong about Eberflus as a defensive coordinator. I thought he was going to be much better. Granted, when you don't have a Micah Parsons, that doesn't help much at all. And when you don't have the personnel you really want, it doesn't help at all either. But that still remains... That still doesn't mean you can be this bad. I still think they have some guys that can be better. We saw them play pretty darn good against Philadelphia. Like, what happened to that? Was it just week one and they just had that kind of freshness to them or whatever? No, that's crap. Like, that's crap. It's only week 6. Like, give me a break. Like, look what the Giants did to them. You know what I mean? Even the Bears. Anyway, here we are. We're going to look over some of these numbers here. Just going to show some quick numbers. Then we're going to get into some of the plays from the broadcast view today. And then I'm going to make another video of going into some more detail about with the All-22. But just quickly, the main thing we're going to show here, if you can see my cursor, is we're going to look at the rushing yards. 31 rushing yards for Dallas to Rico Dowdle, who was an ex-Cowboy who obviously took this game to heart. 216 rushing yards. 216 rushing yards. 0 sacks for Dallas. 0 sacks. They did get that one kind of like tip ball early, which made them go up 7 early in the game. But that is crazy. That is absolute crazy. 410 yards. Look at this. This is the key one right here. Rico down 30 rushes for 183 yards and 6.1 yards per carry. How he didn't get in the end zone is beyond me. I think his longest run, what was it, like 15, 17 yards, something like that? Normally when a guy gets 180 yards, he's breaking off a big one. And then he caught the ball 56 for 4 times for 56 yards and a touchdown. Like, if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, or like, this is just bad. Like, they need to fire Flus. Like, it's official. Like, that's insane. And Bryce Young goes for 17 for 25, throws 3 TDs in under 200 yards. Anyway, guys, yeah, this defense is horrendous. I didn't think Kenny Clark was very good when he came over. I've gotten into some big arguments with friends. Even one of my close friends, even though I haven't met, on one YouTube channel, his name is Julian JWL Sports. Go check him out. He's an awesome guy. He has awesome takes. Talks a lot of football. I think he's got a basketball video or channel as well, but he goes over, he has takes about every game, and he goes over main things or main takes from like guys like Nick Wright, Colin Cowherd, John Middlecoff, Dan Orlovsky. First things for the herd, get up, all those kind of things. So go check him out. But anyway, the reason why I say that is I got into tons of arguments with comments with them and people online, and even just friends about how Kenny Clark wasn't going to be the reason why this defense was going to be good, and losing Micah Parsons was going to show. It may have not shown in week 1, by week 4 or 5, it definitely has shown. So anyway, let's get into some plays here. We'll break them down. Chalk Taco T.O., baby. Okay, guys, here we are. This is the very first offensive play from the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to show you the first 2 plays as a kind of precursor, which you guys all know, to like, this is just very, very bad. Correct me if I'm wrong, number 95 is Kenny Clark. He's right here. He's supposed to be our dominant one tech slash two eye guy. We got, I think this is Oziggy's number 97 in the three tech here. We're in an over front. Looks like Dallas is in, doesn't look like they are, like in a, you could call cover four, maybe even a cover two look. We got a two high here. This on the right side of the screen, you can see my cursor here. You see the kind of helmet, not kind of, you see the helmet of the safety here, so two high. So one thing with Eberflus, which I was going to, one of the reasons why I really liked him coming into Dallas is that with Zimmer the year before, it wasn't like overly complicated like so many people said. If you understood like match quarters coverage, it does make you have to think a lot, but once you get it, it's one of the best defenses that you can run. Mike McDonald runs it in Seattle. He ran it with Chicago. Jesse Minter's another one who runs it. Vic Fangio, he's mastered it. He's like the godfather of it in the NFL. Maybe not the godfather, but you know what I mean. Spags runs a lot of it. Who else? A lot of teams run more match. I mean, Nick Saban was the one who pioneered the Rip Liz with Bill Belichick with the Browns, I believe, way back in the day. But anyway, so one of the reasons why I love Flus was that, like, he's a big vision coordinator and gets his guys looking at the quarterback, as where Zimmer had, like, a lot of his guys, like, matching routes and, like, thinking so much. I didn't think it was going to be good just because I didn't think Zimmer was going to be that good of a teacher unless you had the right guys, which Dallas didn't. But anyway, but what you can do is you can get so many looks. Flus is a big cover three, middle field close guy, middle field close safety, single high. But from that, you can play a lot of cover two and two high shells. Because as you can see, this safety right here, see the top here? He can come down and fit runs. And you can also put him back into a cover two. You can get him easily into cover two, cover three, and cover four. Just those base ones very easily. Now, more so on the defense here, we got four down here. We got our three linebackers. All Flus is doing is he's just matching personnel with Carolina. We got 12 personnel with one running back here. So one tight end, two tight end, running back, under center. These aren't tight splits by Carolina, but it's more condensed. Typically, when you have this type of formation, we'd have our receiver to the top up here to our strong side, like maybe on the bottom of the numbers or on the top of the numbers, and then our receiver to the on the bottom here. He would be more so maybe 2 yards split in between the bottom of the numbers to the sideline. But more so on the defensive side, we're going to match 12 personnel with base. There's some teams that like to run their base 4-2-5, a nickel with 12 personnel with like Philly's a big one like this. So I'm sure you guys all know Philly, Cooper DeJean. They like to have Cooper DeJean be that like heavy nickel type guy. I mean, the Chargers again, they like to run it like that. Arizona uses Buda Baker really big time. They run a different kind of like scheme. But anyway, as you can see the safety here, he's going to come down and we're going to be able to have 8-man spacing in this run fit here. So every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is 7-man spacing. So you're going to fit pretty much every gap. But once this safety comes down, pre-snap, now we're gonna fit every gap. So there is no reason why this run shouldn't go for maybe 2 to 3 yards at most. If we get 2 to 3 yards, we have won our job as a defense. Now let's go through it quick and see what happens. Safety comes down. Daddle picks up 9 yards there. Like, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Like, that is just utterly, like, insane. And we'll go over it quickly as to, like, why that happens. Come on, YouTube. So we'll go over this quickly here. So, number 13 here, Fowler. The tackle is just going to kick out here. The guard's just going to, everyone's just going to step up into their, like, inside kind of zone here from the O-line. As we slow it down, you see the safety coming down here. He's coming down. And Eberflus does a good job here. Eberflus does a very good job. The safety comes down. Let me pause it. Safety comes down. 95 gets stood up. Fowler beats his guy. Now get your hips low, Fowler, and be an athlete and get under here. Come down this line. You want to come down the heels of these offensive linemen. My linebacker here is head up, like he's got to be lower. Murray just gets bullied off the ball, but our safety comes in. Can't make the tackle. Diggs is standing here doing whatever he wants. He doesn't do anything. Now Clark. Look at Clark. He's getting pushed 5 yards back. This is our Mike linebacker, Murray. He's what now? 6 yards back. Our other linebacker is 5 yards back. Our other linebacker, our Sam linebacker, is completely washed out because we got our running back right in here. And now our safety's got to make a tackle. Like, that is just utter nonsense, man. Like, let's just go to the point of attack quick. Safety comes down. Boom. Tackle. All they're just doing is just a basic dive here. Just manning up. Just man blocking. Tackle's going to take the end. My guard's going to take this, what was he in? A 2-eye there? My center's going to take the 3-tech here. The guard's going to come down and double here and then move up. My tackle is going to move up. My tight end's going to come here. This receiver's going to try to come down and pick up the safeties because he's racing in. If not, he's going to try to take a linebacker. So as we run it, that's exactly what happens. 59 doesn't do anything. Our Sam gets blocked by the tight end. Our safety misses the tackle. And everyone just kind of like does whatever. Okay, cool. This is one where we're going to blast Trayvon Diggs. We're going to blast Trayvon Diggs. And why? Even when he had that incredible season where he had all those picks, I thought he was very, very good with Dan Quinn's defensive scheme. Dan Quinn was a huge coach, or is a huge coach for that matter, of a lot of trap 2 and then cover 3, like a lot of defensive coordinators do, because the cover 3 is the biggest, the majority coverage used, because it helps you with, you can run zone in, and then you can run man off it. You can run rip Liz off it. You can then help on the run. Then you can also get into cover 2, and then from there you can get into cover 4. And it's the easiest to teach. But the reason why I thought Diggs was the best in that is because Dallas at that time with Dexter Lawrence, not Dexter Lawrence, Tank, what they call him, his last name was Lawrence. Him and Micah Parsons were freaks that year, and they could get after the quarterback so fast. And with athletic players like Bland and Trayvon Diggs, you would just have them almost play like a trap 2, or they would play like a soft cover 2 and then jump everything short and to the outside, because then once a quarterback you're going against gets fast pressure and he throws those quick ins or those quick outs, I got very athletic corners that can jump that stuff. So that's what he did. But if you followed Diggs, you followed the Cowboys, and you watched the film closely, if a quarterback had time, Trayvon Diggs got beat often and wasn't very physical for how tall and lengthy he is. Now, on that point, and that long way I prefaced that, was this. This is perfect. And this is why I don't think he was worth a single cent. I shouldn't say that, but I'm being hyperbolic a bit. But watch this. So, we got Trayvon Diggs at the top here. Okay. We're in middle field close, I believe, right? 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're in middle field open. We got, it looks like cover 2 right here. We got corner down to the bottom. We got Diggs up here. We got, looks like our nickel here. We're just going to match it because they're in 11 personnel. One wide receiver, one wide receiver, one wide receiver, one tight end, one running back. Sorry, I shouldn't have said one wide receiver. So this is a 3 wide receiver set, but 11 personnel because it's one running back, one tight end. Look at Carolina again. They're under center. Our back is 7 yards off the line of scrimmage. Cool. Anyway, this is a play where we expect, I'm going to say that loudly and emphatically, our corner, our leader, quote unquote, our big dog, to make a tackle for a loss here. Okay, so we're going to run it fast. I think all we're going to get is this nice pull from this play side guard here, and just watch Diggs. Watch. We got a fast motion. Carolina's doing a lot. Why? Because we want to get this to bump up. Now we're going to bring our safety down here. Now we're going to get numbers to the backside. So we get our backside pull from the guard. My apologies. Look at Diggs. Are you kidding me? This is like if you had ever played youth football for that matter, or especially high school and even college, your ass would be on the bench so fast it's not even funny. Okay, so let's go through. We get the fast motion, we get the safety coming down, we get this linebacker. We get our backside guard pulling. Everyone's just coming down. Okay, so yes, we want this guy to be stronger. Yes, we want our linebacker to come and almost be right here and meet our pulling guard. We 1,000% yes. But here, he sees run. He is now triggering. Cool. Come down. Now he just starts running. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Trayvon Diggs? You've got to be kidding me. You're telling me you cannot outrun this guy to the football right here. Like, you should be right here and bang, you're tackling him right here for loss. Like, that is beyond effing horrible. Beyond effing horrible. I cannot believe I just witnessed that. Let's slow this down because I want to see, or explain, sorry, my apologies. I want to explain to you how this works. Okay? Oops, sorry. Back this up a little bit. Okay. Back this up a little bit again. Okay. So we got the fast motion over here. We want everyone to bump over. Dallas does a good job of not bumping over. We've seen that because we might get something the other way, which we have seen Carolina do. We still have to respect it, though, because we get our safety down. Great. 8-man box, 8-man spacing, whatever you want to call it, terminology. We should be able to fit this. So, we get our center. Tackle to come here. Sorry, tackle is going to help out on the 3-tech and then come off onto the end here so the end doesn't get free and just make a tackle in the backfield. We get our... Oh, sorry. Losing all the positions. So tackle, guard, center. Guard's going to pull. Tackle is going to come up and hit our 3-tech and then swing open to help on our defensive end. The center now. One second. The center now is going to help down on that 3-tech. The backside guard is going to come down on this defensive tackle. We got a double here from the tight end and our offensive tackle on the defensive end. Their wide receiver now is essentially is going to try and kick out whoever he sees. Is going to come down here. Sorry, is going to come down, probably block this guy or block this guy. First eyes I see, I'm going to hit. This guard is now going to wrap out here, kick anyone out this way, and then I've got this huge alley. Now, before we get into Trayvon Diggs, here's our linebacker. We see this guard pulling. We have to now step in here. We have to follow that. Which he does. Shoot that. You have to shoot that. You have to be able to make this play. What the F is this guy doing? What are you waiting for? Like, what angle is that? Like, he literally runs himself out of the play. Oh my God. Like, how are these guys being coached? I thought these guys had an awesome linebacker coach. Like, you see the guard pulling? I am faster than you, bro. Like, there is no way. This is like something if you saw here. So for all you video gamers, I'm a video gamer too. I haven't played in a while. I'm actually going to start a video gaming channel called Sticks and Schemes Gaming, and it's going to be like around college football, Madden football. But if you saw this in a video game, you'd be like, EA sucks, Madden sucks, no way they would ever do it. This guy literally runs into the back of his own player and takes himself out. This linebacker here, for some reason, decides to not do nothing. So if you ever see on EA your players running into your own guys or whatever, and they'd be like, no, this never happens in real football. Dude, it happens. This is an example. Watch. So watch our Mike backer here in the middle. We see run, action. He literally stops for some reason. Rather than coming up, this guy here, why am I coming in? Get out here. I see a guard pulling. I see my tackle and my guard coming down. I see my tackle coming down, guard down. Get out here. Get out here. Then this guy's free. How this guy here, my Will, literally runs himself out of the play. Pause. This guy is doing... He's literally what they call patty cake. He's patty caking. He is 5 yards behind. He's 5 yards off the line of scrimmage when he should be at the heels of this offensive tackle. Anyway, eyes back onto Trayvon Diggs. Watch this. I run a 4-4-3. This guy runs a 4-7, 5 flat maybe. He should be able to, boom, I'm one step in the ground, boom, I'm up here, and there's no way, there's no way, like right now, step in the ground, boom. Wow, this is just unacceptable, man. I cannot believe I saw something like that. That is insane. All right, see you on the next clip. Nice. So we're back for the final play of this video, of the review that we had of just this horrendous defensive game. So this offense and Dak Prescott has been playing unreal. Dak takes the ball down after the defense giving up a touchdown to tie it up 27-27. The Panthers now go pretty much the length of the field and kick a game-winning field goal. Here is a big 4th and 3. Get you off the field and get our offense back on near midfield, because we know we have a kicker who can kick the ball to the freaking moon, and we have a quarterback who's playing like an MVP right now. So, Flues, this is when we look at you and be like, give us your best D. Big-time players, let's go. Let's make a play here, guys. Let's make a play. The Carolina Panthers come out in an empty formation, as you can see here. I can't really see the personnel, but typically in the NFL, when they're in empty, they run a lot of 11 personnel. You'll have your running back and your tight end out in these, I'm going to say, quote-unquote, these 5 wide receiver looks. College and even high school more so, you're going to have 5 wide receivers. The reason why in the NFL is because you get a better personnel. Normally, like, sometimes we'll have maybe not always our starting back, but our backup running back who's more of a receiver versus a linebacker, and we can get in our one-on-one matchups. Maybe our tight end is really good, like a Trey McBride, when Kelsey back in the day, a Gronk, or even your Brock Bowers types, or a tight end that we can get up on a safety or even a linebacker, and we can get a better matchup. So I don't really know the personnel right now, but what Dallas is showing, weirdly enough, on 4th and 3 again, is a cover 0. Okay, sure, I can kind of get behind that. Myself, I don't really like to question play calls, because these guys get paid millions of dollars. I've sat in rooms and Watched thousands of hours coaching clinics from high school coaches, youth football coaches, college coaches, from all sorts of college, community coaches, Div 1, Div 2, Div 3, all that kind of stuff, Canadian, all that, Canadian professional, NFL. The amount of information, the things these guys know would leave you dumbfounded. You'd be like, that's insane. So I never really like to question play calls. I like to ask why. So my question is, why would we want to show 0 here? That's my question. Why would we want to show 0 and even possibly make them think 0? I know the ball's got to come out fast because it's 4th and 3. They're not going to do some sort of slot fade. If they do, cool. But look at this massive hole right here. This is just you and I watching it, right? This massive hole. As a quarterback in an offense, I can only expect one of these guys to pop out, right? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As an offense and a quarterback, I am thinking, cool, I have maybe some kind of check or kill. If they're going to send 5, cool, man, I'm going to get this little pop right here. This little quick slant. Maybe I get a quick slant right here, and it's boom right there. If one of these guys do pop out, which happens is now I got to have this guy be athletic enough to get out from the line of scrimmage, get my eyes on the quarterback, and then get in the throwing lane, in the throwing window of maybe this quick in-breaker. Right? And here's something too. I would understand if this was showing 0 and it's like 4th and 6, 4th and 8, and you have this guy 5-7 yards off, 5-7 yards off, because if you want them to throw quick and throw fast, so then I can come down and have 2 guys come down and rally and based on leverage make a tackle, and it's 4th and 2, 4th and 3 or whatever, and then they're punting, or it's 4th and 8, and then they can only pick up 4 or 5 because they're throwing hot. You know what I mean? Cool, I get that. But when it's 4th and 3 and I've got my nickel here or my corner 6 yards off the ball and I'm on his outside hip, I'm outside leverage, this is so easy for me. So easy for me. Let's roll it quick. Boom. And the guy that backs out, he's in this window here. And Bryce Young's even slow to it and makes a great throw. Like, if Bryce Young's fast, like, he doesn't even need to take that. Like, the ball should be out now, in my opinion. The ball should be out now. Like, he should have caught the ball right here. Like, Bryce Young's even late to this throw, but he still completes it. And he still completes it. You know what I mean? Let's slow it down. So, we got man here. We got man. We got man by the number 3. So, number 1 receiver, we got man. Number 2 receiver, we got man. Number 3 receiver, we got man. For some weird reason, we got Diggs pressing the top here. That's probably Tet. We got man here, outside leverage, 6 yards off. Anyway, and it looks like this guy who's standing up here over top of in between the guard and the tackle in the B gap, it looks like, he's going to pop out and look right here. Why his eyes don't go to why his body and where he doesn't go to where the quarterback's eyes go to is beyond me. So let's run the play. Okay. Let's go. Okay, snap. Look at this. Bryce Young's eyes immediately go here. Why am I not darting here already? Like, I should have my feet underneath my ass. My ass should be low, and I should be sprinting and triggering on that right now. Right now. I'm jumping, and then now I'm too late. Look at this. Now I'm way too late. Let's go back a bit here quick. And as for the corner, one, shuffle. Now look, just that. Now he's taken 2 false steps and he's late. So watch. I want you to watch this corner's feet. Okay, watch this. See my. If you look at the 30-yard line at the top, guys, look at this corner, DB, nickel, whatever you want to call it. Watch his feet, flat-footed. I know it's coming hot, right? I know it's got to come fast. Little kick step, 1, 2. See that jump right there? You see that jump? Now what he's got to do is he's got to take a false step. He's got to gather himself because he can't run now. Now I got to put my other foot back and then sprint forward. See how now he's got to take that 1, 2 and then come? Like, that is just, I don't want to swear, but like, this is just, not only is this a horrible scheme, I wouldn't say scheme, a horrible call in my opinion. I'd just be asking why. Like, why isn't this guy inside leverage, number 1? Why isn't this guy slow back pedal? And then why is he hopping? Why isn't he doing the bicycle step that you get taught at every level? And then he can't make the tackle. Or he can't be there for a breakup. Like, and who is that Bland? Who is that? And that's Bland. He's like one of the best, like, and I didn't even know who it was, but that's Bland. These are our 2 best corners. Why do we have an alignment on 4th and 3 showing 0, which it is essentially 0, off coverage and 7 yards off of him? Can someone explain that to me? Like, hey, I'm willing to be proven wrong, but like, in my opinion, that's just horrible technique. Horrible. Okay, guys, thanks for watching the video. We're going to have some more Chalk Talk with T.O. We're going to break down a few more plays in more depth. I want to see some other more passing coverages where the touchdown by Rico Dowdle, and there was a few other deep plays that the Carolina Panthers have. We'll go over some more run plays too. I think Clark sucks, and yeah, we need Micah Parsons. We need that pass rush. And, excuse me, I think we'll get it. Like, will. I shouldn't say that. I hate when people say will. I think the Dallas Cowboys will get it. They have 2 picks because of that trade. So, hey, man, like, Marty Schottenheimer has proven he can be an incredible coach. Dak Prescott once again shows that he is a great quarterback and can be an MVP-type quarterback. But thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. Let's get into the comments. Let's have a discussion. Let's have arguments. Let's talk football, man. If you're a passionate football guy like me and you want to know and learn more, maybe we can bounce ideas off each other. But yeah, let's get into the comments. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.